Welcome into tonight's Gemini Apparel pregame show. Josh Grant and Coach Craig Faulkner here, ready to go for tonight's matchup. Big win on Monday night against St. John Newman, a combined no-hitter between sophomore Job Fish and freshman Carter Cox. What an encouraging start to the season, not just the no-hitter, but from your starting pitcher, Job Fish.
Yeah, Job is a guy that's committed to UCF already as a freshman or a sophomore last year. He committed through in the offseason. He's got some things going well for him. He's a big, tall, long, lanky guy that has a lot of movement on his fastball. He gets his fastball, the mid-80s up to the upper 80s at times with a good breaking ball and also a good changeup at times. So he's got a lot of future in him, and we're excited that a sophomore could dominate, against a really good hitting team.
And a lot of pressure for the freshman Cox to come in to close out those last two innings. Talk about his effort, both defensively and center field. They had 4 straight putouts, and then closing out the no-hitter.
Yeah, Carter Cox is a special young man. We put him in the game as a freshman because he's a mature freshman, left-handed pitcher, and the team that we were facing had about 6 left-handed hitters. Felt like that was our best chance to, keep them scoreless, and he did a great job. Came in throwing strikes with 3 different pitches, with a lot of poise for a freshman. So it's really encouraging for Venice High School baseball when you've got a freshman and a sophomore combining against a really good St. John Newman team for a no-hitter. That's encouraging for our future.
And it was good to see the offense get going early in that game, a run in the first. And when you look at beginning of the season, pitching usually dominates, but the offense kind of got going right away in the first inning. Finished with 2 runs, but it was encouraging to see that your Trent Adrian, Hunter Purcell guys get on base early in the game.
Yeah, it's nice. We're facing a good pitcher. He was anywhere from 88 to 92 miles an hour is what we were told. And he is a UCF commit as well. So, to get 6 or 7 hits off that guy, have quality at bats all night long. Both teams played great defense, no errors in the game, which is awesome for a high school game. So it was a good game all around, and, it's nice to come out on the winning side of that.
Tonight going with the senior Trent Adrian against Parrish. Trent, you had talked previously about possibly using him as a closer, but early in the season getting him in the starting role.
Yeah, Trent wants to be a starter. He likes being a closer too, but sometimes in high school, when you only have 2 games a week, something like this first week, you don't get to use him as often as a closer. So we don't want to miss out on opportunities for him to pitch because he's been, one of our top pitchers. He's a, upper 80s guy as well with a good curveball and a really good feel for a changeup. So when we can't get him in as closer, we definitely want to get him on the mound and get him some innings because he gives us a great chance to win.
Tuesday night, you had a great opportunity for a team bonding experience to go up to the University of South Florida to watch the Bulls take on the Gators. Gators won that game. Bulls came back the next night, an epic comeback, but really cool for your team to be able to go see former Indian Michael Robertson.
Yeah, Michael is a pretty exciting kid to watch play. He's, really matured since he's left Venice High School physically, doing some great things for the Gator. He's starting for them in the, being a leadoff hitter. And he's had a lot of success all last fall. So they're really high on him at University of Florida. It's nice to see, a guy leave our program and have so much success. And so, it's such a great program. So it's fun to watch him. Another treat we got is Dalton Guthrie was at the game. Dalton's one of our past players, a shortstop, won a couple state championships for us here. And he was at the game. He's breaking in with the Philadelphia Phillies in the big leagues. Was talking to him a little bit. They got him playing center field right now in big league camp, which is interesting because he's such a great infielder. No doubt has the skills to play infield in the big leagues, but he's so versatile, to play outfield for them and do a lot of great things. So we're excited for him as well.
How tough of an adjustment is that to move from the infield to the outfield, especially on the big league level when you've been playing infield pretty much your entire career?
I think it's an easy adjustment because outfield is so much of an easier position to play than infield. His instincts are so good on the infield as a shortstop, getting good reads off the bat. In the outfield, it just plays right into that. And he's such a competitive, fast, into the game, never takes a pitch off. So, being an outfielder was an easy transition for him.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Go Indians.
Go Indians.
Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome in live to tonight's live stream here from the island of Venice. It's your Venice Indians and the Parrish Community Bulls. Josh Grant and Jeffrey Fulcher here on the call tonight. What a night it was on Monday, Jeffrey. We'll talk about that in a few minutes, but it's glad to have you back up here in the broadcast booth.
Thank you, Josh. I'm excited to be back. I watched that first game on the live stream on Monday, and it was exciting to watch. Two young guys combined for a no-hitter.
And you gave the details away before we had the chance. That's kid games, rookie, but go ahead, Jeffrey. Go ahead, let him know about it.
Joe Fish, a sophomore, and Carter Cox, a freshman, had a combined no-hitter. That is super exciting to see to start off the season, especially.
Fish, a sophomore, 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, was dominant throughout the game. Cox, 2 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. And it wasn't one of those games where you look at it and go, well, it's an early season team, it's tough for offense. Those two pitchers were really, really good on Monday night. What did you see watching it live from home?
I saw from our team, right?
Yeah. What did you see from Fish? Let's go with Fish. What did you see from Fish to start off?
I saw a guy that was confident in his pitches and all his pitches. He could throw all of his pitches for strikes. He kept the batters unbalanced and just attacked, pounded the strike zone, and that's what you want out of your young guys.
And how about Cox?
Cox did the same thing. He definitely did not look like a freshman throwing in his first varsity game ever. He went out there and pounded the zone. Everything the coaches would want, and both of them delivered. The coaches could not be happy.
So 2-0, no-hit shutout win against that St. John Newman team, which was actually very, very good. They got a lot of top prospects. They got 2 guys going to USF along with Joe Fish. The offense got it going early. 4 hits in the first inning. Nick Dunn scored on a pass ball to give the Indians a 1-0 lead, and then it was quiet the rest of the night. Celtic starter Tyler Kozra really settled in until the 6th inning, where Jeremiah Pachota led off with a single and was later driven home by Jackson Lucas to give the Indians the 2-0 lead and eventual final score. This pregame show, as always, is sponsored to you by our friends at Gemini Apparel. Look down for a second. Chances are you're wearing a shirt designed by Gemini Apparel. It's their 25th anniversary, located at 105 Triple Diamond Boulevard in Nokomis. Stop in today for your screen printing, embroidery, or any other needs. If you want you and your business to look great, stop into Gemini Apparel and Accessories today. Visit them on Facebook, look up Gemini Apparel, or at their website at GeminiApparel.com. So thanks to the Raffanello family for the graphic and always sponsoring everything here at Venice High Baseball. It is their 25th anniversary. Congratulations. Not many businesses nowadays you see have 25 anniversaries, but that is a testament to the hard work the Raffanello family puts in to their product. Let's take a look at the lineup first for the Parrish Community Bulls. Leading off is their shortstop, number 11, Kalen Heath. Batting second at first base, number 23, Aiden Hinkle. Batting third at second base, number 10, Tyler Kripe. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 20, Will Rawls. Batting fifth in center field is number 8, Matthew Thompson. Batting sixth in catching is number 17, Jonathan Mazin. Batting seventh is the right fielder, number 7, Logan McGuire. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 5, Jabrian Keeles. And batting ninth is the left fielder, number 14, Alex Tallow. Tonight's starting pitcher for the Bulls is number 9, Troy Guthrie. A couple of shout-outs already in the chat box before we get to the Indians lineup. Ryan checking in, as always, from Virginia. And the matriarch of the Gemini Apparel family checking in. Thank you once again. Let's take a look at your Indians starting lineup, brought to you by the Venice Island Boat Rentals, providing boat rentals and custom charter boat tours off the island of Venice, Florida, for sunset cruises, dolphin watching, inshore fishing, sandbar trips, special events, or anytime fun. They can do it all. Visit them online at VeniceIslandBoatRentals.com or call 941-220-9258. Boating season is just around the corner, so reserve your trip fast with Venice Island Boat Rentals. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Indians tonight. Leading off is the catcher, number 4, John Embry. Batting second in left field, number 11, Jeremiah Pachota. Batting third is the third baseman, number 6, Nick Dunn. Batting cleanup is your starting pitcher tonight, number 28, Trent Adrian, who will then later DH after he gets off the mound. Batting fifth is the right fielder, number 10, Jackson Lucas. Batting sixth at first base, number 26, Hunter Purcell. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 5, Brady Shoemaker. Batting eighth is the second baseman, number 13, Maddox Volk. And batting ninth is the center fielder, number 14, the freshman Carter Cox. You know Trent Adrian. You've seen Trent a lot. Tell me about the makeup of Trent Adrian. He's gotten better and better every season. He's throwing harder than he ever has before. Tell us a little bit about Trent Adrian.
Well, Trent, obviously, when you look at him, Trent is he's a big kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's what, what, 6'6"?
6 a lot.
6 a lot, probably in the 200 pounds. That's a big boy out there on the mound. And like I said in the green and white game, when he throws, he's coming at you. Trent will not be scared to challenge you. He's gonna see how far you can hit the baseball, and that's what makes him successful.
All right, so as we are getting ready for the national anthem here live from Venice High School, Indians 1-0. Again, we talked about the no-hit 2-0 win on Monday night. Got a busy schedule coming up as we move forward next week. February 28th, first road test for the Indians will be at Riverview, and that is on the campus of STC, followed by we got 3 away matchups in a row. March 1st on Wednesday against Cardinal Mooney, and March 2nd, so 3 games in a row on the road at Tampa Jesuit. That one should be interesting. Is that Tampa Jesuit always, one of the top teams in the nation? The Indians were able to get one a couple of years ago, and it's a great place to watch a game from. I'm actually, that's the Rays spring training home opener, so I'll be doing the Rays game at 1 o'clock and the Indians game at 7 o'clock.
That's exciting.
Jesuit High School, so it's a doubleheader for me here on the Venice Baseball Network. So we're going to take a quick break as the teams get announced. You're watching tonight's game live on Facebook at facebook.com/Venice High Baseball or youtube.com/Venice High Baseball. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, back here just a minute or two away from first pitch. Josh Grant, Jeffrey Fulcher on the call here on tonight's Venice Baseball broadcast, Game 2 of the season, the 2023 season. Let's take a look at the defense around the horn for your Indians. In left field, Jeremiah Pachota. In center field, Carter Cox. In right field, Jackson Lucas. At third base, Nick Dunn. At shortstop, Brady Shoemaker. At second base, Maddox Volk. At first base, Hunter Purcell. Catching is John Embry. And once again on the mound for your Indians, the tall righty, Trent Adrian. Coach and I talked before the game a couple of days ago before the season opener, and he talked a lot about Trent Adrian, using him as his closer. And you heard in tonight's pregame show, the Gemini Apparel pregame show, we heard that, early in the season, we want to get, if we don't need to save him for a closer spot, you need to get him in the rotation, you need to get him start a couple of games, start building those innings up. And Trent can go both ways. Trent could be a starter, Trent could be a closer. He's dominant either way.
And tonight, the first outing for the tall righty Trent Adrian here on the island of Venice. Again, a beautiful night. There's not a cloud in the sky, and it's baseball weather. I mean, there's not much more you can say. It's a beautiful night here on the island of Venice.
It's Venice, Florida. What can you expect, huh?
75 degrees here at first pitch. 86% humidity. That's something that I could deal without.
Me too.
As we are ready here for first pitch. Top of the first inning, sponsor in tonight's ballgame, Jody Callan, Premier Sotheby's International Realtor. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, Jody Callan is who you want on your side. Call or text her at 941-525-8707 or visit online at jodycallan.premiersotheby'srealty.com. Buying or selling a home is tough. List with someone who will help you every step of the way. That's Jody Callan, Premier Sotheby's International Realty. The first pitch on its way from Trent Adrian is a strike, and we are underway here at 7:01 on the island of Venice.
Nice first pitch, breaking ball there. Look, he may be pitching backwards.
The 0-1 from Adrian is driven into the right center field gap, and Lucas has to get on his horse. It falls in right in front of him, trying to stretch it for two, and he does. That's a leadoff double for Kalen Heath.
You hang them, they'll bang them. That's what happens there.
And the Bulls are on the bases here to start tonight's ball game. First three up for the Bulls, Heath, Aiden Hinkle will now bat, followed by Tyler Krebs. The first baseman, Hinkle, steps in.
Yeah, I can't imagine Trent wanted that curveball to end up right down the middle there, so he just needs to make an adjustment. Move on, whatever. First batter, here we go. Short memory. It's going to be an exciting game if the leadoff batters are doing that.
As the wind blowing from right to left kind of helped that one out. First pitch is outside for ball one.
Yeah, and
it kind of died as it got out there.
It did, and there's a huge gap in right center. Lucas is playing the line a little bit, maybe.
Adrian looking back. The 1-0 fastball was low. Count goes to 2-0.
Here it is, early adversity. How are you going to react? This is what coaches love to see, how you react in these situations. First batter gets a double. How you bounce back.
Taking a long time here. Adrian comes back to the set. Fastball just misses again, and it's 3-0 to Hinkle.
Speaking of long time between pitches, today was the first day ever of the MLB pitch clock.
We'll talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
There is, you and I spoke about it on the black and green game, but we didn't get a chance to go in depth with it.
Yes.
There's conflicting ideals about it, but the 3-0 is low, and it's a 4-pitch walk for the number 2 hitter for the Bulls. So runners on first and second now for the second baseman, number 10, Tyler Kripe. I personally love the pitch clock. I've seen it work. It works well if it's implemented correctly. If it's not implemented correctly, then it's just, it's a nightmare for everybody to have to manage. And some of the rules on my end, as far as being a PA announcer for the Tampa Bay Rays, and DJs, there's different times that I have to make sure that music is cut off by, and in between innings is the biggest pain. During the innings, it works, but in between innings, you have to have the music cut off at 20 seconds, and then there's 20 seconds of dead air and nothing.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, it's kind of silly. So runners at first and second get their secondary leads. The bunt he shows, and he goes around for strike one. Shout out to our concession stand workers tonight who are watching and listening the game for the first time downstairs. So now, if you are standing in line for one of our concession items, you can hear and watch the action. Thanks to all of them for their hard work. The 0-1 from Adrian misses outside. Counts even now at 1-1.
Yeah, Trent's just gotta relax, take a breath, focus in. It's just him and Embry playing catch, really. That's what he's got to think about. Just don't try and do too much. He's got a good defense behind him. He's got a nice new turf field behind him.
Yeah, we talked about that previously the 1-1 curveball. That's a beauty of a pitch. And it's 1-2 now.
Very good pitch. Outside breaking ball there. Got the corner of the plate.
It's brand new turf infield provided by the Venice High School Booster, Venice Indian Baseball Booster Club. Got a chance to see it in action on Monday night, and the bounces don't come off very hard, which is interesting because that means it was put in well. It's not a ice rink out there. It doesn't jump right off of it.
It's not a trampoline park.
It's not a trampoline. There you go.
Yeah, sometimes you see the turf. Oh my lord, there is definitely bad turf out there, and luckily we did not get that.
We talked about the turf at Tropicana Field, and that is
atrocious.
It is absolutely atrocious. That one gets away from memory. The runners will advance. The pitch was a ball.
As Faulkner likes to say, Trent's got a senior up here. He's got a senior up. Runner on second and third. No outs in the top of the first. He's got a senior up here. And you got to get a big out here.
2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kripe.
All about momentum. Here we go, Trent.
The 2-2 on its way from Adrian. Slapped foul down the third baseline and will stay here.
That was a very good 2-strike approach right there. Just threw the hands at it. It was close. Got to protect. Great job. Who was that bat, number 10?
That is Tyler Kripe.
Tyler Kripe.
Welcome to the broadcast. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Once again, Heath off third, Hinkle off second. And we got a timeout behind the plate.
Whew. Got the wind blowing out towards left center today. Not very often you see the wind blowing out here.
So once again, they'll come to set the 2-2. Curveball freezes him, strike 3. The first K of the night for Adrian. That's one big hurdle here to get out of this inning.
Adrian seniored up there.
That was a senior up pitch, as that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, third baseman, number 20, Will Rawls.
And Kripe knew it immediately. Jogging right back to the dugout. That one froze him.
It's a filthy curveball by Adrian. And the first pitch is a fastball right on the outside black for strike 1.
He may just have to pitch backwards here, work off his breaking ball. Go curveball, fastball, see what else he's got. I know he's got a change up. See if he incorporates that at all. Don't be fooled if he throws another curveball here. Nope.
The 0-1.
I would have had that one.
Back into the net. That was all you.
I would have had that one, Josh.
And it's quickly 0-2. Another great addition, the net behind home plate instead of the chain link fence. So better sight lines, easier to see.
Much better to see.
And again, that's all thanks to your booster club and the community donations that helped us be able to get that.
And the former players selling them wreaths.
The 0-2 grounded to Shoemaker at short.
Stretch.
The runner scores. Good pick by Pacell. The runner scores. Put out goes 6-3. That was an excellent play by Brady Shoemaker. But the Bulls take a 1-0 lead.
Batting center fielder number 8, Matthew.
And the coaches don't mind that at all. They will trade a run for an out.
Absolutely.
This early in the game.
Take that every time.
Come on now. That was a beautiful pick by Trent. Or, excuse me, Hunter Pacell over there at first. Nice play by Shug, just getting it over there. Little backhand.
The center fielder number 8, Matthew Thompson. First pitch is there for strike 1.
His curveball is working. It is working. This is Parrish's third, fourth year of existence. They're a very new school.
The 0-1, that was popped to
Get there, Don.
third. He's got to get there. He dives the ball. It lands on the ground. It's an infield single. The runners at first and third.
That's what you call a duck fart there.
I wouldn't want to get struck by a 6-6 pitch
But
either, though.
in the books, that's a line drive right there.
Second hit of the night for
Batting
Parrish.
number 17, Jonathan Mason.
Base hit in the books, unfortunately.
Not sure what happened there. Again, you're right. He had to look for Trent Adrian charging. But you gotta to dive with the ball.
Yes, it is for sure.
So runners at first and third now. 2 hits in the inning here for Parrish, as he'll check on over at first.
Don't be surprised if you see a first and third play here.
Checking in on a couple of the fans. Pam, as always. Michelle checking in again, watching from Melbourne tonight. And Carter Cox's grandparents from Maine are watching. So if you're watching from another state, let us know.
Shoemaker's always watching from what,
Always
Ohio?
watching. They're always watching. They always chat, too. They always say hello.
Nice people.
Jonathan Mazin is up here. First pitch is outside for ball 1.
Another huge opportunity here for Adrian. He may have to go back to his curveball. He's throwing that first strike.
And he'll step on. Well, again, he got Tyler Kripe on a just knee buckling curveball for the first out. And he'll fake to third and look back at first.
See, that's actually a play, but
that move always is
yeah.
tough. Because everybody just wants to yell balk every time.
And you really got to sell that one.
You want a fastball, big swing and a miss, big cut. 4 strike 1.
High and outside fastball. That was like a challenge. Here it is, buddy. My best pitch, your best swing. Here we go.
Hinkle off third, Thompson at first. And Adrian skies it to Purcell. Thank goodness Hunter Purcell is 6'8".
Now you got to think, Josh, if this was MLB, he could not pick over to first again. He's already thrown over there twice.
That's true.
But luckily, we are not in the MLB yet.
Another one of those rules. So 1-1. The 1-1, good pitch by Adrian. But Mazin checks his swing.
Embry had to go down and block that ball. Good job there by Embry. Very good job there by Embry.
Well, earlier, that was a ball that was missed. And the runners advanced to second and third. Yep. So the 2-1 is popped foul down the third baseline, well out of reach. And deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here.
Deuces are wild.
Top half of the first. Bulls with a 1-0 lead.
As that gentleman said down there, throw it to the glove.
Adrian takes a look at Hinkle. The 2-2 curveball inside gets away from Embry. Embry gets out.
Adrian. He's out.
He's out at the plate. He's out at the plate. Hustle play by John Embry, and that does it here to end the first.
Holy smokes, that's just not giving up on the play.
Attaboy, John Embry. We go to the bottom half of the first. Indians get a shot to their first shot on offense tonight. Embry, Pachota, and Dunn, first 3 up. And we'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. The Lucas Law Firm, for all your civil, criminal, and family law needs, locally owned and operated for over 23 years. Proud supporter of the Venice Indians. Lucas Law Firm, going above and beyond for every client. Your bottom of the first inning sponsor here. Indians get their first shot on offense. It's John Embry, Jeremiah Pachota, and Nick Dunn, first three up. Embry with a huge play there at the bottom of the top half of the first. Go ahead, Jeffrey, walk him through it.
Well, pass ball. It was a huge play. Run on third, pass ball. Embry hustles. Ball bounces off this cement wall back here. Turns, fires a Trent, got the out. That's just not giving up on the play. That's just wanting it bad.
So the ball really got away from Embry, but like you said, he got after it. Adrian covered the bag a little bit late, but he was able to get there.
Yeah.
And the tag was applied to the ball. It was a ball, so that hitter will come back up the first to lead off the top half of the second.
Adrian took a little tumble, but it's all right.
Embry, first pitch to the Indians catcher, is there for strike one.
Like you were saying in the break, Josh, we'd like to see Embry take a few more. Just be a little bit more patient as the leadoff guy. He's never been a leadoff guy, at least in Venice High School. So it's just something to learn.
So step out.
No room for you.
Thanks to all the Parrish community members for listening tonight. A lot of them were excited that we were live streaming the game, so welcome into the Venice baseball broadcast as the 0-1 is lofted, foul down the first baseline, but it'll stay inside, and it's put away by the first baseman. Number 3, that was Hinkle. The wind definitely helped him out there, and that's one away here in the bottom half of the first.
Told him to get a kid.
And welcome to Carter Cox's other grandparents in Maine. So we got both sets of grandparents, both living in Maine. So welcome into tonight's ball game. Glad we're able to bring it to you. Jeremiah Pachota will step in. First debut of the night for the senior left fielder. First pitch is a big swing and a miss for strike one.
That was a hefty swing.
Pachota 2 for 3 on Monday night with 2 singles. And scored the second run of the game for the Indians.
Pachota is not getting cheated up there, I can tell you that.
The 0-1 misses low and gets away from the catcher. Counts even now, 1-1.
Pachota's up there to hit the baseball hard.
Okay, it's not just I was like.
Jeremiah, a recent commit to Daytona State College. The 1-1, good pitch, breaks on the inside part of the plate for strike 2.
1-2, 2 strikes. Pachota's got to, there he goes, he's getting wide, 2-strike approach, he's got to protect. He's got to at least put the baseball in play. Make them get you out. Make them get you out.
The 1-2 from Guthrie just misses, evens the count now at 2-2.
That was a very good breaking ball, Josh.
You see a lot of guys stalling now in their windup. It's been much more prevalent over the last couple of years in the major leagues, and now it seems to be making its way down to high school.
Maybe that's from watching Mr. Cortez a little bit.
The 2-2 high and inside, and the count goes full now, 3-2. Jeremiah's Nana is watching, so all the grandparents watching.
There you go.
Now Nana checks in. Thanks, Nana.
I'm all on Pachota. Senior up.
The 3-2 on its way to Pachota.
Out of boy, Pachota.
Right back up the middle. And it takes a short hop to the second baseman. He'll pick it up and put it away for out number 2, 4-3 ground out. As that one just kind of died once it passed the mound.
Nothing wrong with that, though. 3-2, 2 strikes. Put it in play.
Batting third will be the third baseman, number 6, Nick Dunn.
Put the baseball in play. That's exactly what he did there.
Dunn 1 for 3 on Monday night. Scored the first run of the night for the Indians on a pass ball.
Twice in 1 week.
He was actually the second of 4 hits in a row there in the first inning. First pitch is there for strike 1.
The sophomore, batting 3-hole. A big spot for the kid. He's got a lot on his shoulders this year.
Guthrie with the fastball right there. And he's ahead in the count now, 0-2.
Just like Pachota, Dunn's gotta protect now. 2 strikes. Just gotta put the baseball in play.
No balls, 2 strikes now to Dunn.
Yeah, pitcher's Nestor Cortez in him.
The 0-2. Good left field. First hit of the night for the Indians. And puts a run around with 2 outs.
That was a beautiful piece of hitting. Inside fastball there. Done just.
Now the pitcher, Trent Adrian, will step in to help his own cause here in the first inning.
That was a great piece of hitting, though, Josh. 2 strikes, absolutely roped it to left field. Now, big Trent. Trent just got to swing like 80%. Because his 80% is other kids' 120%.
As that one is grounded out of the third baseman, takes a tough out. Rawls puts it away for out number 3. So 1 hit in the inning for your Indians. We go to the top of the second. 7-8-9, bottom of the order. First 3 out for Parrish. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Top of the second here, live from Venice High School. It's the Parrish Community Bulls 1, your Venice Indians nothing. Josh Grant and Jeffrey Fulcher here on the call. Top of the second, sponsored by Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles. For all the newest in sports cards and collectibles, visit Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles, located at 2357 Tamiami Trail in South Venice. They have everything you want, from sports cards to autograph items, toys, and Pokemon. It's a collector's dream. They have Pokemon tournaments every Friday starting at 6:30 p.m. But get there early as spots do fill up. Stop by today as first pitch is popped in fair territory into the glove of first baseman Hunter Purcell. 1 pitch, 1 away here for Adrian in the top half of the second.
It's a good start for Trent.
That's about as good of a start as you can have.
1 pitch, 1 out. Come on now. Start off the inning better than the last inning. Here we go. That's a nice.
His first pitch is bunted foul down the first baseline for strike 1. Actually, the Vintage Sports Card Show going on tomorrow and Sunday. Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles will be there. I'll probably stop in at some point to do a quick live for the Venice Baseball Facebook page. Thanks to the guys at Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles for sponsoring the Venice Baseball broadcast. As the 0-1 outside, count goes to 1-1 now to Logan McGuire.
Let me tell you, Josh, that curveball is going to be the key to Trent's success tonight. If he can throw that curveball with command where he wants it, it's going to be tough to hit. Like that.
The 1-1.
Exactly like that.
Beautiful curveball there by Trent Adrian. And it's 1-2 to the 7-hole hitter for the Bulls.
Infield's playing pretty straight up.
The 1-2 just... Oh, it's strike 3
Strike
looking.
3. Oh, boy.
It looked a bit high. But either way, we'll take it as a strikeout looking, and there's 2 away.
The Venice faithful love it. I don't know if the Parrish Bulls do, though.
Just a tad high, but we'll take it. So that'll bring up the designated hitter number 5, Jabrian Keelis.
Let me tell you, Josh, Parrish is about an hour away. They got a nice little crowd for being an hour away.
First pitch is low for ball one.
We ain't calling those.
Adrian working quickly here. The 1-0 called strike.
Wow.
It looked like it was almost the same spot as the pitch before.
I thought Embry had
We'll
a
take it.
drop and block there. Wasn't it? Now our guys got to know that.
Now.
Our guys got to know that when they're batting, though.
The 1-1 from Adrian. Same spot. Different result that time. The count goes to 2-1.
Now that's one thing that could make people mad is an inconsistent umpire. If you're going to call outside, be consistent.
The 2-1. This is just a bit inside. Adrian hammering that inside part of the plate.
That's all we want to see from the umpires, this consistency.
Keyless ahead of the count now, 3-1.
Wind still whipping out there to left center.
Left fielder Alex Tallow on deck. The 3-1 misses, and he called that a strike. So the count is full now, 3-2.
Josh, that was about 6 inches in the other batter's box.
The wind is having the effect on everybody here. The 3-2 misses inside for ball four. Keyless has something to say to the umpire about it. But it is a walk now for Adrian.
This game,
First of the night.
this could be a
Alex
little.
Tallow.
This could be a dicey game tonight, Mr. Grant. I mean, Josh. Sorry.
Hey, you know, it's all good. That was an interesting
That was-
sequence there.
That strike call. That last strike call was 6 inches in the other batter's box.
Either way, runner on first now. As first pitch misses high for ball one.
That's what Trent cannot do there. Show bad body language. That ain't gonna get you no calls.
The Spring Training Spectacular Sports Card Show tomorrow at the Hotel Venezia Banquet Center here in Venice, and that'll get a visit from pitching coach Tyler Shambora. Tickets are $3 for adults and kids are free. It's from 10 to 6 tomorrow and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Again, I'll probably go over for a little bit to hang out with the Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles guys.
It's always exciting when you go over there, isn't it?
Where are they
Where?
holding it? Where is it? At their
That is at the Hotel Venezia. That's a big sports card show.
I bet you Shambor is out there talking about what I just set up from up here. If I saw it, you know they saw it. Like, body language is everything.
So 2-0 count now to Alex Tallow.
Here we go,
You're
Adrian.
1-0 or 2-0?
It's 2-0.
Keyless off first. And that one's in there for strike one.
I don't get that at all.
Yeah, two away. If you're going to do it, do it.
Why fake bunt when the guy hasn't thrown a strike? You're just giving him a bigger target to throw at.
The 2-1 misses inside, and the count goes to 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here, top half of the second.
He's taking it. Once a walk. Make him swing. The bottom of the order for a reason.
Keyless with the lead off first.
Trench just got to take a breather here.
The 3-1 fastball misses low. And let's see, second straight walk here for Adrian. Puts runners on first and second. We flip the lineup, go to the top of the order.
He's out.
It was a walk. He couldn't be out.
The Indians dugout thinks there's 3 balls. The Parrish Bulls think there's 4.
So that was a walk.
The umpires. Oh, here comes Faulkner.
That's going to visit from head coach Craig Faulkner as the trying to keep the count here. It was different in the dugout. I think they had ball 3.
Faulkner just towers over everyone out there.
No matter, and he, you know what he's saying is very respectful and nice.
Yes.
You know, he's not.
And Shamboa is walking out there with the pitch chart, showing the umpire he's only. Shamboa needs to be careful here so he doesn't get tossed.
That's my thing. He never showed me anything different.
We're trying to figure out what the what the situation on the field is. As if we were trying to figure out up here, I had 2-0, 2 balls and a strike, 2-1, and then 2 more balls.
I don't think.
Well, there it is right there. That gentleman says he's wrong, so.
Faulkner's just asking the home plate umpire, can you go ask someone, please? Can you go
Please
ask
go
someone?
talk to somebody about it, but
And just to let you all know, Faulkner has never been thrown out of the game.
We all got 2-0, right? It ain't me.
either way, we will get back underway here with the shortstop, number 11, Kalen Heath. Runners at first and second.
Forgot what those strikes had to worry about this time.
So runners will take their lead. Heath led off the game with a double and scored the lone run thus far for Parrish Community. His first pitch is low, gets away from Embry. Embry's got a hold. He throws down to second, actually. And the runner is safe.
That was a breaking ball in the dirt that just got away from Embry.
So that's a wild pitch.
He couldn't
Ball
smother.
1.
Embry not able to smother that one, keep it in front.
So now puts runners in scoring position at second and third.
This is another senior up moment here.
2 outs here, 1-0 count.
Runner on second and third. 1-0.
The 1-0 from Adrian is a fastball nubbed foul down the first baseline. We'll even the count now at 1-1. Well, the good thing is we actually we can go back and see what the actual call was later on in tonight's game.
We actually can.
And I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to do that because I need to make sure that I was correct. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here.
Just let somebody know what he has.
The 1-1 fastball popped foul down the first baseline. Adrian's ahead in the count here, 1-2. That one came back as that one was pushing well off to the right, but that wind pushing to the left. It bounced off the top of the dugout. 1-2 now to Heath.
Coach Curcio just walked in.
Big pitch here again for Adrian. Can he get out of this jam?
Senior up, Trent. Here we go.
The 1-2.
Jam chest.
Jammed foul down the first baseline. Hunter's got to get to the bag. He slides. He's out at first. Good hustle by Bassell. Put out those 3 unassisted, and that'll do it here in the top half of the second. No damage for the Indians. From the Bulls, we go to the bottom half of the second. 5, 6, 7. Jackson Lucas, Hunter Bassell, and Brady Shoemaker. First 3 up, and we'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Bottom of the second here, live from Venice High School. Second inning sponsor is the Venice Pier Group. Sharky's on the pier, Fins at Sharky, Snookhaven, and Siesta Beach Eats. Say no more if you haven't been there, you haven't been to Venice. Each one offers a different menu and a vibe that caters to locals and snowbirds alike. Visit any of their pages on Facebook and find out what real Florida is all about. Josh Grant and Jeffrey Fulcher here on the call. First man up for the Indians in the bottom half of the second is right fielder Jackson Lucas. Same kind of result as last inning. First pitch is fly to left field, and it's put away for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Troy Guthrie.
You can see the wind is definitely having an effect out there as the left fielder. Oh, I mean, he almost missed that fly ball there as it kept tailing away from him. But that's neither here nor there as he caught it and for the first out.
So this is a battle of FGCU commits as Guthrie, a junior, committed to FGCU against the 6'8 Purcell, who will be headed to Fort Myers next year. First pitch misses low for ball one.
Speaking of 6'8 Purcell, he had to use all 6'8 of them to get that out of there at first.
Yes, he did.
That was a lot closer than the Venice faithful would like to see.
Guthrie measured back in July, 87 at the Perfect Game event.
For his velo.
1-0 is outside. Count goes to 2-0 now.
I'm on now, Purcell.
And checking, thanks to all the Parrish community fans for watching and listening, and all those participating in the chat here on Venice Baseball Network. 2-0 misses inside, and it's 3-0 to the Indians' first baseman, Brady Shoemaker, on deck.
It's 3-0. He is probably taking.
The 3-0 to Purcell misses low, and that was ball four as Purcell took a second look at the dugout just to make sure. A 4-pitch walk to the Indians' first baseman.
Purcell looked surprised that he walked there.
Well, I think maybe the message from the dugout was look over anytime there's a walk now to make sure that the count is correct.
No kidding.
Shoemaker 0 for 1 on Monday night. Walked and advanced to second, but that's about it for the Indian shortstop. As that one is
Purcell, get back, Purcell. He's safe.
Purcell gets back in safely. Hit right at Kalen Heath.
You couldn't hit that ball much harder than what Shoemaker did. And Hunter Purcell, once again, needed all 6'8 of them to get back there in time.
And there's 2 away.
Holy smokes. That's why you freeze on a line drive.
Second baseman number 13, Maddox Volk.
The freshman.
Step in.
Freshman Volk. 2 freshmen here about to bat, Volk and then Cox.
And Carter Cox at the bottom of the lineup.
And Shoemaker is a junior, correct? Yep.
Extremely young team.
They haven't given me the camera yet. I should get a camera.
It's a quick 2 outs though, Josh. Quick 2 outs.
Tell me.
6 pitches. And there was a walk in there.
Yep, so 4
pitches to Purcell, and then 2 outs on 2 pitches to Lucas and Shoemaker. Guthrie will check on him over at first, but that ball hit about as hard as you can by Shoemaker.
Yeah, Shoemaker was ready for that. Was not fooled one bit.
As that one is fouled behind home plate for strike 1.
Volk barely got a piece of that one. Volk's just looking to hit it hard somewhere. Try and cause damage. Cause chaos out there.
All right, buddy. Little base hit, that's all we need.
The 0-1, that's a beauty of a curve by Guthrie. And it's 0-2.
Now the freshman's got a battle here. He's got to get in a little 2-strike approach, spread out his feet, choke up on the bat. Just put the baseball in play. Just put the baseball in play. Make them get you out. Don't leave it up to the umpire.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Volk. And the pitch just misses outside. Count goes to 1-2.
Volk does have a tremendous eye. Which is a very good trait to have, especially being a freshman. I mean, if you can command your strike zone like that.
The 1-2 is fouled to the right here on the press box.
Still alive.
And we'll stay put. 1-2 count.
Nice level swing, that's all we need.
Freshman Volk is battling. Batting coach Coach Velez is loving this right now.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. Catcher has to throw it on to first. So it's swing, strikeout, putout goes 2-3, and that'll do it here in the bottom half of the second. We go to the top of the third, 2-3-4. Hinkle, Kripe, and Rawls, first three out for the Bulls. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. This call to the bullpen, is sponsored by Next Level Property Care. If you want to take your property to the next level, call Brandon at Next Level Property Care at 941-468-6767. Their goal is to give clients a peace of mind knowing that their property is getting their top quality attention. We offer multiple services to set a new standard for property care. Visit nextlevelpropertycare.com. Take your property to the next level with Next Level Property Care. Call the bullpen sponsored by them. It is Jackson Lucas. Will now pitch for your Indians.
The sophomore is on the mound for his first, I believe.
And now playing center field to be number 1, Kyle Bechtel.
Bechtel's in right.
Bechtel's in right, excuse me. Cox is in center.
I believe this is Lucas's first varsity time pitching.
First pitch is a ball to Aiden Hinkle.
See what the young bucks got, huh?
As the 1-0 misses high, count goes to 2-0. So we had confirmation that was not an official walk. So thanks to the viewers on the Venice Baseball broadcast for replaying it. As the 2-0 is over for strike one.
Now, as you can see, Lucas isn't the hardest thrower of the baseball, so he's going to have to really command his pitches here, really spot his pitches.
The 2 on that one is popped to right, and Bechtel's got to find it. He ranges back and puts it away. 4 outs. Number 1. Wind pushed that one a little bit. The top of the third inning sponsored by Mature Image Barbershop. If you're looking for a great haircut and family-oriented environment, come by Mature Image located at 101 West Venice Avenue, right at the corner of Venice Ave and 41. Their talented group of barbers and stylists can shape, transform, or simply clean up your hair or beard for your next business meeting, night out, or everyday look. Visit them online at Facebook at facebook.com/matureimage and see what Dave and his talented team can do. First pitch is to Kripe, is a strike. Lucas working quickly out of the zone, evens the count now 1-1.
You know, Josh, it's funny you say that. I was just about to say that Lucas is the exact opposite of Adrian here.
I thought you were going to say you need a haircut. You do look like you need a haircut.
I just got a haircut. What do you mean?
1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. You just got if you just got a haircut, you need a refund.
Just got a haircut 4 hours ago.
But you didn't go to Mature Image, did you?
I did not.
Well, you should. Next time, go see Dave. The 1-2 pop foul just shy of the
Come to my bar.
manufactured home park on the right field line.
You know, I thought about buzzing it
Been on
today.
vacation
I really
for
did.
a while. The 1 and 2. Count now to Kripe.
You're just jealous you don't have the curls like me.
Yeah, the flow has been gone for me for a while.
Yep.
I do go to Mature Image actually to line it up, but every time I go, it gets less and less for them to line up.
Yeah.
At some point, for a while, I was a home barber, and it's going to end up being that way at some point. So thank you, Jeffrey, for pointing out that I'm getting old. The 1-2 is in the turf in front of the catcher, Embry. Evens count now 2 and 2.
You know, speaking of buzz cuts, if you need someone to give you a buzz cut, Embry's got a nice buzz cut. He can get you right.
He had some great lettuce until he chopped it all off.
He did. But
the 2-2 from Lucas. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. His first punch out of the night. And there's 2 away here in the top half of the third. Good pitch by Lucas.
Embry probably wanted to wake up and not have to worry about his hair.
He looks like the kind of guy who would want to wake up and not have to worry about it.
Exactly. Embry's got a lot going on in his life.
First pitch to Will Rawls is high and outside for ball 1. Rawls grounded out 6-3 in the first.
And as the Venice alumni, if you played here, you are not allowed to have long hair if you're playing here. No facial hair. It's kind of like the Yankees around here.
The 1-0 fastball is in there for strike 1. Coaches talked about that a lot, actually.
Did they?
I've spoken to him, just in talking to him in general. This is a business. You want to be businesslike.
Exactly. I remember in my junior year, there was a fellow with long hair, stash. They said you could keep it. You just won't see yourself on the mound.
The 1-2 is driven as a line drive deep into center, just past Carter Cox. Rawls heads around second. He's looking for 3. Cox gets the throw into Shoemaker. The play at third. He's safe. And Will Rawls is on with a 2-out triple.
Cox maybe took not the best route to get to that baseball. He kind of did. He was kind of chasing it, which you don't want to do, but he's young. He's a freshman. He'll learn. But that turned into a triple real quick. The worst thing for the infielders to see is the outfielders' numbers. You do not want to see the outfielders' numbers. That means that ball is by them.
The third hit of the night for the Bulls. That'll bring in Matthew Thompson, who takes the first pitch, grounds it out to Dunn at third. He throws it to Purcell at first, put out goes 5-3, and that's it here in the top half of the second. We go to the bottom, or top half of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. 9-1-2, Cox, Embry, Pachota, first 3 up. We'll be right back on the Venice Baseball Network. Bottom half of the third here, live from Venice High School. The inning sponsored by DG Advisors. From college planning to retirement planning, DG Advisors specialize in Grand Slam plans. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Visit them online anytime here on Facebook or their website, mydgadvisors.com. Josh Grant and Jeffrey Fulcher here on the broadcast. 1-0 lead for the Parrish Community Bulls. First man up for the Indians is the 9-hole hitter, freshman center fielder Carter Cox.
Yeah, the Indians looking to get something going here.
The first pitch to the freshman is low and outside.
Whoa, umpire forgot to warm up today. Umpire just doing ephus.
The 1-0 line into right center field. Cox is on with a leadoff single. And we'll flip the lineup. Top of the order, John Embry will step in. Embry flew out to first base foul to lead off tonight's ball game. Second hit of the night thus far for the Indians.
That's a nice piece of hitting there by the freshman. Very nice piece of hitting. Got the barrel to the baseball. Nice line drive over the second baseman's head. And we got a Jackson. Let's go.
We've only had one so far this year.
That gets the Venice faithful fired up.
And he'll check on over at Cox. Good speed at first. Nana's watching now. Nana gets to see Carter with his first hit of the night.
See what the junior Embry can do here. Embry's been a big part of the baseball team the last 2 years, as you all know.
Embry squares around the butt, pulls it back, pitches outside and low for ball one.
Don't be surprised if you see Embry square again. Want to get him in scoring position.
But I'm still here.
25 pitches through 2 innings tonight for Guthrie.
There it is.
There
it is.
Puts
That's
down a good one on the first
bunt.
baseline. Cox gets up to second. The good bunt by Embry advances Cox.
Beautiful bunt. The coaches and the team is going to love that.
And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 11, Jeremiah Pachota.
That's great to see. The junior giving himself up to move the runner over.
Pachota for 1 tonight, grounded out 4-3. So sacrifice bunt for Embry. Puts a runner in scoring position. The first of the night thus far for the Indians.
Now this is a big spot here for Pachota. There it is.
He'll grind it right back up the middle. Shortstop makes a play on it. That's Heath again. Cox moves up to third. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, Pachota has 2 balls hit up the middle, but just not enough to get through. I don't know if he's hitting it. I think he's hitting it off the end of the bat a little bit. It may be just a little bit out front.
Just a bit.
Yep.
But you got to see a pitch there. You got to at least see a pitch. Guthrie has been quite efficient thus far. Again, 25 pitches with the first 2.
Now Nicky Dunn's up.
Dunn with a single back in the first.
A sophomore.
And the first pitch is low and outside to Dunn for ball 1.
Huge at bat here.
Ready to go.
Momentum. Momentum is such a big thing in baseball.
Ready to go.
If Dunn can come through here, the momentum could go back into the Venice dugout here.
The 1-0 high and inside, and it's 2-0 to the Indians' third baseman.
Dunn's just looking for something he can hit hard. Just hit it hard.
Last time up, hit a laser down the third baseline.
Indeed, he did a nice line drive.
Pardon me, the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Count goes to 2-1. Sorry, I just blew everybody's eardrums out with that little cough. But
it was not me, folks. It was not me.
No, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Great.
2-1 count out of Dunn.
That was a so-so call there on that curveball.
The 2-1 fastball is right there for strike 2.
I don't know if you saw that because you were coughing, but.
And from 2-0 to 2-2 now. Oh, just because I coughed doesn't mean I couldn't see.
I don't know. When you cough or sneeze, you blink.
Nah,
You might have missed it.
I don't do that.
Might have missed it. Speaking of blinking, if you blink, you could be through Parrish and you don't even know you've been through Parrish.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Dunn. Grounds into the hole at short. He's got to get there.
Get there.
The throw is there. Dunn is out at first. What a play by Heath at short. And that does it here in the bottom half of the third for your Indians. We're through 3 full. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bulls. We go to the top half of the fourth. It's Mazin, McGuire, and Keelis first 3 out. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. Top half of the fourth here live from Venice High School. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bulls. Josh Grant and Jeffrey Fulcher here on the Venice Baseball Network. First man up for the Bulls, the catcher, number 17, Jonathan Mason. Bottom half of the third, Indians left a man stranded on third.
Luke, come
First
back.
pitch is pop foul behind the press box here for strike one. Top of the fourth inning, sponsored by Anthony's Italian Ice. Stop by Anthony's Homemade Italian Ice for a refreshing treat located at 1880 South Tamiami Trail. You can also catch Anthony's Italian Ice this weekend at the Italian Feast and Carnival going on right now till the 26th, located at the Venice Airport Festival grounds. Look up on Facebook, Anthony's Italian Ice. Quality product, quality people, Anthony's Italian Ice. It's 0-2 now. Lucas ahead in the count. That one is popped into left field.
For who is that? Jeremiah Pachoda.
Pachoda will put it away for out number 1.
That was a nice sequence there by Lucas. Fastball, nice sweeping curveball he got swing and miss on, and had the batter out front there.
Indians had a good trip this week on
did.
Tuesday after the no-hitter on Monday. Went up to USF to watch the Bulls take on the Florida Gators, and most notably, former Indian center fielder Michael Robertson. You were able, and what was cool was a lot of former Indians are at USF. So you and Joey Raffanello and a lot of the other guys had a chance to go watch the game. Tell us about that.
It was very cool to watch, especially having the high school come up there, and especially Michael is a center fielder and leads off for Florida.
As the 1-1 is grounded to Volk, he's got to range in. Good play by Maddox Volk. They'll put it away 4-3 with the putout.
And
for out number 2.
all of us are good friends with Mike. We still keep in touch with Mike to this day. We all see how he's doing. We follow him in Florida. So watching him play our school, USF, was really neat. And then after the game, we got to talk to Mike for 10, 15 minutes. Got to take a nice picture with him. It was really, really neat.
And it's always good for a team to get up there and have those team building, team bonding moments to see, look, you can get here. And that's what Coach Craig Faulkner and his staff, they try to do that a couple times a year to go do these team bonding things. And what better way to have one after a no-hitter?
Exactly. I mean, and those kids, they were happy to be there. I was on.
This is low, and count goes to 2-1.
I was actually on Rocky the Bull duty, so I was protecting Rocky with my life, making sure he didn't get mugged. So I was walking around following Rocky, which is the mascot at USF.
2-1 swung on and missed, and it's 2-2 now to Keyless, who walked back in the second. Lucas looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. That one is low and bounces into the off the glove of Embry. It's 3-2.
Now Mike hit a foul ball. Now it's just a foul ball, but it probably went 440 feet. Barely foul. Ended up walking that at bat.
The 3-2 from Lucas. Grounded foul down the third baseline. And will stay here. Of course, the Gators defeated the Bulls that night, and then the next night, USF came back. A huge comeback.
7 runs in the ninth. The Bulls came back to beat the Gators. I bet you Coach O'Sullivan was not very happy about that one. Because there goes their undefeated season.
The 3-2 grounded down to Dunn. He's got a dive, can't bring it in. That's a single by Keyless. It's a tough play for Dunn. And that'll bring up Alex Tallow.
There's a lot of former Indians here tonight. I saw Douglas Shapley was here, Joey Raffanello, as you said. Probably the greatest bunter Venice may have ever seen in Dylan Pisano. He's here.
He was a fantastic bunter.
That little guy could bunt, let me tell you. And when he came up to the plate, everyone knew what he was doing, but no one could get him out.
As that one is bunted foul. The fourth hit of the night for the Bulls. However, Pisano may be the best bunter in Venice baseball history, but there's only one person who's had a song made after him, and that was you.
That is me. That is me. Josh, you made that song for me.
I'll have to release it at some point.
Yeah.
I gotta find it. I don't know if I even have it anymore.
Oh boy, I'm sure the Venice faithful would love that one.
0-1 count now to Tallow. And Lucas will check over at first.
Speaking of Venice High alums, Matt Cassetti hit another home run tonight for Alabama.
Now playing for the University of Alabama.
Yes, he is playing for the University of Alabama. He transferred over the offseason. That's his third home run of the year, I believe. So he's got the hot stick right now. And Merrick Houston is the starting shortstop for Wake Forest. That's great to see.
The 0-1 curveball. Embry pops up a bit too early. And it's called ball one.
You know, I was listening to that Wake Forest game, and the announcers were like, Merrick is a true freshman. He's 18 years old, and he's playing against 22, 23, 24-year-olds out there. He said, you just don't see that very often.
The 1-1 curveball is out well outside the zone. Count goes to 2-1.
They call Merrick a wizard with the glove. His hitting will come. He's still getting adjusted out there.
So we just passed the 8 o'clock hour here on the island of Venice. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. We'll be back next week on Tuesday as your Indians take their first road trip of the season up to Riverview. If you're heading to that game, that one is on the campus of STC. It's behind Sarasota Technical College. So 3 tough ones in a row for the Indians. Riverview, then away at Cardinal Mooney. That one's a 4 o'clock start on Wednesday. And then Tampa Jesuit on Thursday, March 2nd at Tampa Jesuit. That one's popped into no man's land. That one's trouble. That one will go down. Keyless heads around second. He's digging for third. The throw is there, and he's out at third.
That was great heads-up baseball there by Shoemaker.
They single by Tallow. Keyless is out 6-5, and that'll do it here in the top half of the fourth. Indians defense comes up big again. We go to the bottom of the fourth. First 3 up for the good guys, Adrian, Lucas, and Purcell. And we'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. Right fielder number 1, Kyle Bechtold, will lead it off here in the bottom half of the 4th.
I think this is Bechtold's first varsity at bat here.
This is. First pitch from Guthrie is in there for strike 1. And top of the 4th, or bottom of the 4th, sponsored by Jody Callan, Premier Sotheby's International Realty. Call or text her at 941-525-8707 or visit online at jodycallan.premiersotheby'srealty.com. Buying or selling a home is tough. List with someone who will help you every step of the way. That's Jody Callan, Premier Sotheby's International Realty. It's a 1-1 count now to Bechtold.
Let me ask you something, Josh. That's got to be like a borderline balk when you start your motion and you come completely still out there. That's got to be a borderline.
Well, there's nobody on base, so therefore it can't be a balk.
You're right. Could it be a ball?
No, I mean that. Not really. I mean, there's nothing in the rules that says anything about that.
You can't just. I thought
If there's a guy on base, yes. That
of
would
course.
Definitely be a balk. A 1-2 misses low. Counts even now at 2-2.
All right, be ready up there.
All right, this is Bechtold's first varsity AB.
Yeah.
You have some fans out there. Someone asked if that was Jeffrey Fulcher with me.
Of course. Who asked that?
Well, I mean, I can't give the fan's name.
Yeah, you're right. Bechtold.
3-2 now to Bechtold.
Bechtold is related to Korn, Aiden Korn, former Venice High baseball player, 4-year varsity guy, 2021 graduate. You like that?
No.
No?
The 3-2 misses inside, and Bechtold draws a walk. Good AB by Kyle. That'll put good speed on first.
You can tell I'm not taking an English class in college.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. All right, so that'll bring up the pitcher number 10, Jackson Lucas. Lucas flew out to left in his first AB. It was a good try, though. It was a good try, Jeffrey.
Is that not proper English? Graduate?
A graduate? No. That is not proper English at all. That is.
Oh, whoops.
That's actually the worst English.
Whoops.
Proper would be to never acknowledge that you said that again, as that one is bunted right back to the pitcher. As Bechtold moves up to second.
You know, that's not the ideal bunt. You never want to bunt it straight back to the pitcher, but it got the job done.
Well, with Bechtold's good speed,
Yeah.
I mean, he was able to get to second without a problem. But if you have, in a position like this, if you have Pacell at first,
Or Adrian.
any of the guys that don't have a great speed, you know, they can get thrown out pretty quickly.
That's risky for sure.
But you never know what the pitcher's going to do with the ball either.
That's the other side of it. Cannot predict that the pitcher will throw to get the lead runner there.
As we've seen in the past, pitchers freak out when balls get hit right back to them.
Big swing and miss by Pacell.
This is big for
So
Pacell.
strike one.
Like I've said earlier in the game, it's time to senior up.
Drew a 4-pitch walk back in the second.
Pacell's got to senior up here. He's got to at least move the runner over somehow.
Bechtold with the lead. The 0-1 misses outside. Evens the count now at 1-1.
Pacell, 6'8". Big body over there in the box. If there's a fellow bigger than Pacell, you know that's a big boy.
The 1-1 misses outside again. And it goes to 2-1 now.
Right, buddy. You ready up there, but stay relaxed.
2-1.
Tommy, how are the dogs?
One out.
He's got to be looking for his favorite pitch here. It's a hitter's count. Something he can just hammer.
The 2-1. He'll pop that into shallow center field.
Bechtold needs to get. What is he?
Thompson makes the play. Throw comes into second.
Holy
Tough play, dicey
smoke.
play there. You got to pay attention out there at second base. And it's 2 outs. But very quickly could have been third. The third out.
I mean, Bechtold was standing halfway to third when the guy caught it, and that was not deep center at all. That was very shallow center.
Bring up the shortstop, number 5, Brady Shoemaker.
Holy smokes. Giving us.
Well, take it easy. Take it easy. It's, you know.
What do you mean? Just.
It's okay.
I know.
1-5-0 for the Bulls, 0-2-0 for your Indians now. Bechtold at second base with a good lead. First pitch is high.
Did he call it a strike or he calls it a swing? Called it a strike.
But it's called strike 1.
Just raising the blood pressure up here a little bit. Making us nervous up here.
Well, if you look at the physical ability of the men in this room, no need to raise any blood pressure. The 0-1 is right on the outside part of the plate for strike 2.
It only takes one, buddy. You got this. You got it before, you got it again.
You may not be welcome back up here next game.
It's okay. I was mainly referring to the man to your left.
Which
That's
is,
me.
Which is
That's
you.
me, Jeffrey. That's me. That's me.
I was going to give it some silence and say
No, you had to figure that out.
I did not have to figure that one out.
The 0-2 grounded to the shortstop, Heath. Good play over to first. Ends the inning for your Indians. Bechtold left stranded at second. We go to the 5th, top of the order for the Bulls. Heath, Hinkle, and Kripe, first 3 up. We'll be right back on the Venice Baseball Network. The Lucas Law Firm for all your civil, criminal, and family law needs. Locally owned and operated for over 23 years. Proud supporter of your Venice Indians. Lucas Law Firm going above and beyond for every client. Top of the 5th inning sponsor here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Top of the order for Parrish. The shortstop number 11, Kalen Heath, said his name quite a few times tonight. 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. As the first pitch from Lucas is fouled back into the net for strike 1.
Lucas trying to repeat his last 2 innings. Nice quick work. Get out of them.
The 0-1 swung on and missed.
That
the count now 0-2.
That fastball had a little bit of run on it. That was really nice to see there. Tailing away from the batter.
The 0-2 from the lefty. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's the same exact pitch. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, tailing away from the batter. Beautiful pitch there.
So that's the first out of the inning for Lucas. That'll bring up Aiden Hinkle.
Lucas ready.
He's ready to go.
Yeah, he is. He don't need no pitch clock.
There's the curveball in and out of the zone for ball 1. Massive hook on it. The 1-0 fastball is popped into shallow center field. Carter comes in and puts it away for out number 2.
That boy Carter. Carter is kind of playing to the right of second there, and he had a long way to run to come in and get that one.
Good speed. Looks a lot like
Michael Robertson.
Michael Robertson.
Now, no one has the speed like Mike.
No, that's elite speed. As a 3-hole hitter for the Bulls comes up, first pitch is swung on and missed. For strike one, he struck out twice tonight, looking and swinging.
Lucas just has these guys out front. They're hitting everything off the end of the bat. Getting weak contact, it's what you want right there.
There it is right there, right off the end of the bat. Lucas ahead in the count now, 0-2.
Don't be surprised if you see the big sweeping curveball here. That was a betting man. Either that or the outside fastball.
The 0-2 from
There it
Lucas.
was.
Strike three swinging. Jackson Lucas with a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the fifth. And we go to the bottom here for your Indians, 8-9-1. Volk, Cox, and Embry, first three up. We'll be right back on the Venice Baseball Network. Sweet Caroline time. Maddox Volk leads it off here in the bottom half of the fifth. Indians still trailing 1-0. Josh Grant and Jeffrey Fulcher here on the call. Volk struck out swinging back in the second.
Get down.
This will take the first pitch and pop it into shallow left field. Easy play for the left fielder, Tallow, for out number one. One pitch, one out for the Indians.
Indians need to get something going here.
Bottom of the fifth inning, sponsor Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles. Check them out. They're across from the Wawa in South Venice. They've got everything a collector could want. From sports cards to autographs to toys to anything you're looking for. You can pick it up at Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles. The first pitch misses for ball one.
The Indians down to their last 8 outs. One batter at a time, one pitch at a time. That's how they'll come back.
Make them play defense. You're going to play any defense.
You gotta get rid of this artificial turf.
The 1-0 count is in there for strike one.
Took me a long time
To the freshman center fielder, Carter Cox. 1 for run tonight, singled back in the third.
If Cox can get on, that's like we were saying earlier, that's very good speed on the bases for John Embry, who's on deck.
The 1-1 misses inside. Count goes to 2-1. Once again, you can check out Venice Sports Cards and Collectibles at the Spring Training Spectacular Card Show tomorrow and Sunday at the Hotel Venezia Banquet Center.
65 tables.
65 tables, $3 admission for adults and children 12 and under for free. I'm going to head over there for a little bit. The 2-1 misses, and Cox is ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Yeah, for sure. If you're a sports guy, that's heaven for you.
Absolutely.
A sports cards guy.
I don't have anything to trade. It's a good excuse to get out of the house on a Saturday.
No kidding.
But there's all sorts of stuff you can buy, sell, and trade at the Venice
There we
Sports
go.
Card Show. As Cox draws a walk.
That's very good speed for the Indians on first now.
A one-out walk here in the bottom half of the fifth. We flip the lineup. John Embry will step in. Embry popped down to first in the first and then had a sacrifice bunt in the third.
The seasoned varsity Embry.
Cox was left on third.
Come on,
At the
Embry.
end of last inning, Embry still looking for his first hit of 2023.
What a time to get it. Right now.
Going to throw over to look at Cox. Embry 0 for 3 on Monday, 6-3, 5-3. Ground out in a strikeout swinging.
Keeping up on the rest of the hitters.
The first pitch to Embry swung on and missed for strike one. Big cut by the catcher.
Their pitcher, he can't be. He's still got to be pretty low on pitch count.
I believe I heard Ray say at the end of last inning 43 pitches.
Yeah, that's absolutely
I'll have to
phenomenal.
total it up.
That is phenomenal.
The 0-1 fastball, a lot of run to that one, high and in tight.
I mean, through
Evens the count at 1-1.
through 4 1/3. To do the math there, that's not a big math guy. That's 10 to 15 pitches an inning.
Well, there you go. You're a graduate.
Come on now. Venice High.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. They'll throw over to check on Cox at first.
I've been smelling those cheeseburgers all night.
I'm smelling some burgers myself right now.
Yeah.
They smell delightful.
John
Big shout out to our concession stand workers down there tonight, able to watch the game and listen to the game live in the concession stand.
John Stevens is the grill master tonight.
They're on the thingy stick. As
Oh, come on,
center
Embry!
field. John Embry with his first hit of the season. Cox moves up to second.
What a time to get it. Why not now, Embry? That was
Runners
huge.
on first and second here for Jeremiah Pachota.
And we got a let's go from Jackson Dye.
Runner courtesy of the speed up rule. Billy Krause will run for Embry at first.
Left fielder, number 11, Jeremiah Pachota.
My fellow co-worker out there on first base, Billy Krause. Both worked at the golf course. Sarasota National Golf Course.
They're back on their heels now.
So 3 hits now for the good guys.
Double steal.
And Pachota 0 for 2 tonight. Runners at first and second.
Yeah, Pachota's hit 2 balls back up the middle that just didn't have enough juice to get through. See what he can do here, though. Whoa.
As that one misses low.
That sounds like someone's falling down the bleachers.
Count goes to 1-0.
Big spot here for the senior early in the season.
Yes, they are watching the game on the stick thingy down in the concession stand.
The stick thing, a.k.a. the Roku.
Per Master of Ceremonies Ray Sinibaldi.
Nervous on that mound. He's getting
Full of
nervous.
technical terms.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
Cox off second, Krause off first. The 1-0 is
dang it,
grounded
Hovnes.
to the shortstop. Nobody
No
gets
one
the
does
base.
cover.
Krause is out at second. Heath had to go to the bag himself.
BK almost beat that out.
It was close.
I don't know what the second baseman was doing. He was just standing over there, not a worry in the world.
So Pachota's on with the fielder's choice. Embry's out 6.
All right, let's go. Bring him in.
I wonder if the
There's 2 away.
I wonder if the second baseman thought he was just going to go to first there because it was kind of in the hole-ish.
And we've got
Short.
a visit here from
To talk to the second baseman.
the Parrish pitching coach. You got some action down in the bullpen for the Bulls. Runners at first and third now for your Indians.
Now, Pachota's got some speed on him, but if the second baseman was there, that could have been a bang-bang chance at a double play for the Bulls. So,
Well, let's talk more about it when we come right back. Runners at first and third for Nick Dunn. Big spot here for the 3-hole hitter for your Indians. 1 for 2 tonight.
If Dunn does get the 2 strikes here, don't be surprised if there's a first-third play to try to get a balk out of the pitcher or something like that.
Cox off third, Pachota at second. First pitch is a fastball that just misses for ball 1.
Wow. That definitely went the Indians' way there.
It's a tough pitch to look at.
It definitely was. Come on, Nicky Dunn.
1-0 count now to Dunn. Curveball, big swing and a miss. 4 strike 1 evens the count.
Huge at bat here for the sophomore. Nick Dunn, second year on varsity. Played left field last year. Big role this year as a sophomore. 3-hole, as I said earlier.
Tied up with a base hit here.
This is who you want in this situation. Your 3-hole guy.
1-1. He'll slap that one foul. And it's 1-2. He was well ahead of that one, as he almost hit it behind him.
Now 2 strikes. He's got to have one heck of a 2-strike approach here.
Base hit.
Hit it hard somewhere, Nicky.
And Cox at third, Pachota at first.
Here we go. Oh, here we go.
And Pachota will take off.
Here's the play. First and third play.
And Pachota will get in there safely at second.
It's almost as if I played here, Mr. Grant. Josh.
Base hit brings 2. Let's go.
It's almost as if I played baseball here.
So runners at second and third.
Make him pet. Make him pet.
Base hit scores 1, could score 2.
Come on, Nicky Dunn. Don't let the moment get too big. Attaboy. That's a good time right
Call
there.
time and step out of the box.
That's a very good time. Let's play mind games here. Big, if he can, that's a big hole up the middle.
The 1-2 to Dunn. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Guthrie gets out of his really only jam of the night. And the Indians leave 2 on base. We go to the top half of the 6th. 4-5-6 up for Parrish. And we'll be back here on the Venice Baseball Network. Call the bullpen, sponsored by Next Level Property Care. If you want to take your property to the next level, call Brandon at Next Level Property Care at 941-468-6767. We offer multiple services to set a new standard for property care. Take your property to the next level with Next Level Property Care. Visit them on their website at www.nextlevelpropertycare.com. Nate Winterhalter takes over for Jackson Lucas.
A junior side armor here.
As we go to the top of the 6th.
Second year on varsity. There it is.
First pitch is grounded right back up the middle. Maddox Volk has to charge in and puts it away for out number 1. 4-3 ground out. 1 pitch for Winterhalter. That's a good start. Indians left runners on first and third. Last inning, best chance of the night to score.
See, that's what Winterhalter's fastball does. It just runs into righty batters, which stalls them off like that. If that was a wood bat, that might be broke.
This inning sponsored by the Venice Pier Group, Sharky's on the Pier, Fins at Sharky's Snook Haven, and Siesta Beach Eats. Say no more. If you haven't been there, you haven't been to Venice. Each one offers a different menu and vibe that caters to locals and snowbirds alike. Visit any of their pages here on Facebook and find out what real Florida is all about. First pitch to Thompson is there for strike one. As that one is lined into the gap between first and second. Matthew Thompson on with his second hit of the night. A one-out single for the Bulls. That'll bring up the catcher, Jonathan Mason.
Now, as a batter, when you're facing sidearmers like Nate, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to try and hit the ball the opposite side of the field. That's the easiest place to hit it when you're facing these kind of guys. And that's exactly what the batter did.
Mason tonight 0 for 2. As that first pitch is low for ball one.
Very good turn two here.
Lefty batter.
If it's hit hard enough to one of our middle infielders.
The 1-0 just misses. Count goes to 2-0.
Nate's got to battle back here.
The 2-0 fastball is lined right back up the middle. I'll put runners on first and second with one away for the right fielder, number 7, Logan McGuire.
Yeah, that was just leaving that fastball right down the middle. And the batter didn't miss it. The batter did his job. And we got runners on first and second.
Speed up rule.
Number 4, Elroy Serrata.
Number 4, Elroy Serrata will courtesy run for Mason.
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy lays down a bunt here.
Craig's to him, Fulcher.
As Nicky Dunn is playing in a little bit. They may run the wheel play here. Try and get that guy out at third. If he's, hold on.
Let it cook, folks. Let it cook.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Tony Romo.
The first pitch is a beauty by Winterhalter for strike one. Frisbee.
0-1.
A lot of heat on Tony Romo right now. Don't know if you
Is
want
there?
Well, he had some. I guess he had some exit meetings with CBS, and they kind of told him he was being lazy.
Oh, really? Jeez.
So I think you're more of a Greg Olson right now.
Okay.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I'll take that.
Now Greg Olson is taking a massive pay cut.
Yes, he is for sure.
Which is terrible. He was really good on the Super Bowl with Kevin Burkhardt.
Yes. But, you know, when you got a guy like Tom Brady that's going to join your network, just the name itself will.
Embry sets up outside. The slider's inside. Beautiful pitch by Winterhalter. Swung on and missed by McGuire for strike 3, and there's 2 away.
That was a beautiful pitch. That pitch started at the batter, ended up on the inside part of the plate. That's what you call a sword, ladies and gentlemen. That batter
Brian
had
Keelis steps in.
no shot of hitting that baseball.
1 for 1 tonight. Walked and singled to left. First pitch is low for ball 1. You know, I'm a Brady guy, but I don't think he's going to be very good in that booth.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I don't know if he's got the commentator.
The 1-0 is lined foul down the third baseline. Even
Nice.
to count at 1-1.
Nice little play there by Shambora, Coach Shambora off the net. Save Coach Cooper bruise on the left shoulder. There it is. He's gone.
Flip around to
Smell
second.
him.
Got him at second. Winterhalter picks off Thompson. for the third out of the inning. We go to the bottom half of the sixth. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We'll be right back on the Venice Baseball Network. Trent Adrian leads it off here in the bottom of the sixth for your Indians. It's still trailing 1-0. 3 hits in tonight's ball game.
Now, if Trent can hopefully find his way on here, don't be surprised if there's a pinch runner for him.
Adrian 1 for 3 tonight.
The first thing Trent's got to do is just get on base.
First pitch misses for ball 1.
Just get on base, Trent.
Just get on base and let somebody else run for you.
Amen.
Again, and that's not a knock. That's just needing good speed out there on misses for ball 2. So again, Indians on the road 3 times next week. 3-game road trip, basically. Riverview on the 28th, Cardinal Mooney on the 1st, and Tampa Jesuit on the 2nd.
Thank you.
And we'll have each game brought to you here on the Venice Baseball Network.
You want cheeseburger or hot dog?
Nothing.
2-1 count out to Adrian. Adrian 1 for 3 tonight. Guthrie's still out there.
Yeah, he is.
As that
Dang
was popped
it,
to
Horace.
right. McGuire puts it away for out number 1.
Trent just got a little under that one. Just a little under it.
And that'll bring up the right fielder, Jackson Lucas.
Lucas is a very good contact guy, though. So keep the ball out of the air. Hit it hard somewhere.
3 innings of good work for Jackson Lucas. On the mound, now moves back to right field. Flew out to left in the 2nd, and then a sacrifice bunt in the 4th. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
Yeah, that first inning is proven to be it so far.
Well, hits scattered all over. 1 hit in the 1st, that was Nick Dunn. 2nd and the 3rd by Carter Cox. And the 3rd, last inning by John Embry. Indians had runners on 1st and 3rd and could not score.
And then last inning, they had guys on 3rd and 2nd.
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd, that's right, because Pachota was able to get to 2nd.
Nicky Dunn went down swinging.
As another pop out to center field. Center field ranges to his left, then comes back to the right. Matthew Thompson puts it away for out number 2 here in the bottom half of the 6th. As that'll bring up Hunter Purcell.
First baseman number 26, Hunter Purcell.
Purcell 0 for 1 tonight. Walked in the 2nd and flew out to center in the 4th.
What in the world? Got a ghost up here.
I guess my phone just started playing number 2 by Lou. I've Don't know who Lou is, but
I was going to ask, who is that?
Lou gets the play on the Venice broadcast tonight. First pitch misses for ball 1.
Oh, my Lord. We both looked at each other.
Where was this? I had no idea where it was coming from. The 1-0 misses again, and it's 2-0.
Holy smokes. Oh. Big 100%. Another, if Purcell gets on base here, it wouldn't be a knock, but we may see a pinch runner just to get some speed out there.
The 2-0 just misses off the plate.
That's a Venice call right
Purcell's
there.
ahead in the count, 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Any way you can. Any way you can.
Purcell has seen 12 pitches tonight. 10 have been balls.
Maybe it's the frame. Maybe it's the height.
Thank you, appreciate it.
The 3-0 to Purcell is low. And that's another 4-pitch walk to Hunter Purcell. Now we'll get Billy Krause out there to run.
Now batting shortstop, number 5, Brady Shoemaker.
As Brady Shoemaker steps in 0 for 2 tonight.
Purcell first base, number 15, Billy Krause. Krause running in first.
Now that means Purcell is now done for the game. So coming up next, defensively for the Indians, but we'll have a new first baseman out there.
Solid hit here.
Shoemaker hit one on the screws in his first at bat, just right to the shortstop.
First pitch misses high, and that's 5 straight balls. Now for Guthrie.
Struggling to find the plate.
And if only we could adopt the Texas A&M
Ball
change.
five,
Have you ever seen that?
ball. Yeah, that's something the student section's got to do. I don't know who is leading that this year.
Well, whoever it is, they haven't shown up yet. The 1-0
They
is
have not.
flipped down to first. He did call that one a strike. Counts even at 1-1.
Ball let it strike low.
Actually, I do know who's leading that because I gave it to him, but will not be name dropping.
I'm learning to pay.
That's your fault. That's 100% your fault.
We should one more.
It's Krause to the lead off first. The 1-1 on its way to Shoemaker. Misses low and outside. It's 2-1 now.
You should start a
The Indian
petition.
shortstop.
Start a petition at school.
I'm with you, I got you.
Make the Venice student section great again.
Oof.
That's hard to do here at Venice.
Well, I mean,
For some reason, the students just don't like to support their great athletic teams. I don't get it. Only volleyball. They only show up for volleyball.
you okay over there?
I'm great. I'm great. It just makes me wonder sometimes why the kids don't show up and support their school.
You got this, Brady.
2-1 count. Still here to Shoemaker.
Oh.
The 2-1 fastball. Big cut. Evens the count at 2-2.
Shoemaker's going to get his money's worth this, I bet.
Can't catch up to that one.
2-2 has got a two-strike approach here. Yep, he's getting wide. Choking up a little bit. Just got to fight. Put the baseball in play. Let BK run.
The 2-2 grounded foul down the third baseline into the student section.
Watch out,
Luckily, it
student
doesn't hit
section.
anybody. And we'll reset.
Come on. You got this.
Let the wild thing take off over there at first. BK baller. There he goes.
The 2-2 Krause takes off. The throw is high.
He's safe.
Billy Krause steals second safely.
Wild thing.
The pitch was a ball, and it's 3-2 now to Shoemaker.
And actually, that was a great throwing opportunity for the catcher. A high fastball. He was already standing up, but Billy's speed just beat the throw. That's why when coaches think that they may be stealing, they'll pitch out because that'll cause the catcher to stand up, which makes it quicker to throw to second.
Krause to the lead. The 3-2 popped foul down the right field line, and we'll stay here. Good battle by Shoemaker.
Huge at bat here for Shuey. Huge. I'm sure his brother is watching. Cole, who was at Eckerd playing baseball there. Hello, Cole, if you were watching.
Clay Callan's watching. He just sent me a text.
Clay Collins
The
will be
text I'll
playing.
never get back. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Shoemaker. He'll go to the other side, ground that one foul down the third baseline.
Clay will be playing baseball at Flagler next year with former Indian pitcher Houston Wynn.
Relax up there. I want to see you relax.
Krause with a good lead, good secondary lead, the 3-2. Shoemaker battling here. Good at bat by Brady Shoemaker. That is the 10th. This will be the 10th pitch of the at bat.
Quality AB here.
Word up.
Giving those trailer homes over there some baseballs.
Manufactured home, Jeffrey.
Manufactured homes. My bad. My bad.
The 3-2 once again.
Oh!
And they'll go again down the third baseline.
Little base hit, Brady.
Give me the catcher.
Full count once again to Brady Shoemaker. Yes, Clay going to Flagler. Still owes me lunch from 3 years ago. Probably won't ever get that.
Yeah, don't count on that. Oh, boy. Come on,
Another one
Brady.
on its way to Shoemaker.
Come on, Brady.
Once again,
Atta
3-2
boy.
low and
That's a great
outside.
at-bat.
Excellent at bat by Brady Shoemaker. With runners at first and second for the second baseman, Maddox Volk.
Now batting, second baseman, number 13.
And that'll get the
Maddox.
Bulls catcher Mason out to talk to his pitcher.
The Bulls have a righty warming up in the bullpen down there. This may be a little stalling tactic to get him warmed up a little bit.
Can't see who that is.
And here comes the head coach.
And I think that will do it here for Guthrie.
Yeah. Tell him to actually blocking it in his hand.
We'll see what Parrish decides to do.
Here's what I found.
I believe that's number 22 warming up down the right field line.
You can see that?
I think I saw it, but I have been wrong before.
I think you're just guessing.
I like your chances.
So as we await here, the conference with Guthrie only allowed 3 hits tonight, but has thrown a lot of pitches over the last 3. And he's going to stick with his righty.
Nice call, Josh Grant. 22 down the way.
Is that 84 pitches? That's right, that is number 22, Fulcher.
Great eyesight, Josh. Great eyesight. I apologize. Sorry
Well,
for
don't
doubting
apologize,
you
just be better.
like that. Yeah, you're right.
As Volk
You're very
0 for
right.
2 tonight. Big spot for the freshman. Runners on first and second. Michelle, very active. Let's go Indians, let's go. Thanks, Michelle.
Just be better.
One of these.
The first pitch to Volk on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Come on, Volk. Huge at bat here for the freshman. Huge. Could be a huge boost of confidence as well if he can come through here.
Krause. Shoemaker off.
Run
first.
wild thing. Run
They'll
wild
ground
thing.
that down the third baseline. Third baseman picks up and fires for out number 3. Guthrie gets out of another jam. And the Indians go away here in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. 8-9-1, first 3 up, Keyless, Tallow, and Heath for the Bulls. And we'll be right back on the Venice Baseball Network. The Indians have now left 8 guys on base here in tonight's ball game as we go to the top of the 7th. The DH number 5, Jabrian Keelis, will lead it off. As Nate Winterhalter out for his second inning of work. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. And top of the 7th inning sponsor, DG Advisors. From college planning to retirement planning, DG Advisors specializes in Grand Slam plans. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Visit them online anytime on Facebook or on their website, mydgadvisors.com. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Counts even now, 1-1. To the Bears' designated hitter, 1 for 1 tonight. As that 1-1 is low, count goes to 2-1.
Huge inning here. It would be great if the Indians could hold them. So no more
2-1
runs.
misses again. And it's 3-1.
Come on, Nate. Let your defense work, buddy.
The
Attaboy.
3-1 is in there. And the count is now full to Keelis. Alex Tallow on deck. The 3-2 misses low and inside. Keelis is on with his second walk of the night. And Tallow steps in 1 for 1.
Yeah, we have a new defensive alignment here.
Now batting left fielder number 14, Alex Tallow.
As Trent Adrian takes over at
Trent's over
first.
Billy's out there at left. It's still Cox in center.
That's still Jackson Lucas
It
at
is
right.
Lucas. So Pachoda is out of the game right now. That's a nice
That is a
run.
beautiful bunt by Tallow
Trent,
down
you
the
gotta
first
come get that.
baseline.
He's
Gotta
out.
make the play.
He's out. Oh!
A play by Winterhalter. The ball gets away. Runner gets on to third. That's Keelis to third. Tallow to second. That's Adrian's got to come off the bag there.
Yeah.
Winterhalter sprinted over to make the play. He couldn't.
Yep, Trent.
And a big miscue at first.
Yeah, Trent's got to come get that baseball and just tag the runner.
That is a hit for Tallow, the 8th of the night for the Bulls.
Dude, they're bottom of the order, just 8 us up.
And Keelis is on third after the error. Runners at second and third now
Infield in
for
right now.
Heath.
If it's a hit, if it's hit hard to one of our infielders, any of them, they're gonna check the guy at third, see if he goes.
First pitch to Heath is outside for ball 1.
Yeah, this is big from Winterhalter here. No outs, runner on second and third. See if he can come through. We just need some weak contact.
No outs here. Runners in scoring position.
Embry's got to be like a cat back there, which he was that last play.
Is that one
That ball was
there for ball 2?
3/4 in the other batter's box, and Embry was able to backhand that, saving him a run, really.
As Coach Faulkner will head out to talk to his righty. And if you're Adrian, you gotta come off the bag.
Got to.
I mean, that was an absolutely beautiful bunt by Tallow. You can't sit and wait for that one to go foul.
Nope.
You have to make the play.
Especially
And
on the
that'll do it
turf.
for Winterhalter. Yeah, you're right. On turf, you're not going to see a ricochet
bounce,
off
no.
a stone or a heavy piece of clay.
Yep.
As this call to the bullpen is sponsored by Next Level Property Care. As Simon Yoakum comes out of the pen for the Indians. Runners at second and third, 2-0 count to the leadoff hitter. And we'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. Yoakum with his first appearance here of the 2023 season for your Indians. In a tough spot, runners on second and third. And a 2-0 count now to Kalen Heath, the Bulls shortstop. An error in the inning for the Indians. Help the Bulls advance to second and third. As the first pitch to Heath from Yoakum is fouled back for strike one.
Yoakum during the preseason came into a situation similar to this. No outs, bases loaded, got out of it, no runs scored. So let's see if he can repeat that. Yoakum's got that in him.
The junior Pineview student, sidewinder.
3-year varsity guy.
And he'll check over to third. Yoakum's been in some big spots.
Yes, he has.
In his young Venice Indians career.
He closed out the district championship game his freshman year against Sarasota.
I would argue that Yoakum is the most tested reliever out of the bullpen over the last few years.
Definitely the most experienced
because
on the team right now.
he's come in some huge spots. The 2-1 big swing and a miss evens the count at 2-2, and that ball's hard to pick up.
Yeah, that was like a beach ball, just floating in the air there. It disappeared.
Keyless at third, Tallow off second. The 2-2 outside the zone, and it's a full count now.
Now he does have a base open here, but he does not want to walk him. That is not on the agenda at all.
Aiden Hinkle on deck.
Second, third. Don't be surprised if you see the wipeout slider here. A little frisbee.
Yoakum with the 3-2 outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And not a terrible situation here as Yoakum came in with behind in a 2-0 count, and now is a force at any base.
There we go. These are the moments that make you better as a player, though. Whether you succeed in them or falter or fall to them, as Faulkner is coming back out to talk to Yoakum. Maybe another pitching change.
As Faulkner heads out to the mound to talk to his righty, we'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network. 4 pitches for Simon Yoakum. And now that'll bring in the lefty, Nate Dunn. Lefty-lefty matchup here for your Indians. Bases are loaded.
This is Tampa Bay Rays-ish. Playing the matchup here.
Hinkle 0 for 2 tonight.
This just goes to show you how deep the Indian bullpen really is.
The infield plays in. The first pitch is a beauty for Dunn in there for strike 1.
That was a very nice curveball there.
Parrish community faithful didn't like it.
Very nice curveball.
1-1 count now to the Bulls first baseman. The 0-1 is there on the outside part of the plate for strike 2 for Dunn. And no outs here. Runners on every base. Heath at first. Keyless. All right. Tallow at second. Keyless at third.
Probably a wave fastball, wave something.
Embry sets up outside. The 0-2 chopped behind the plate, foul.
That was a wave. He just got to get out there just a little bit more.
Nate Dunn, the twin brother of third baseman Nick Dunn. Making his first varsity appearance.
Big situation, huh? He's gonna remember this one no matter what happens.
The 0-2. This is just off the plate. Count goes to 1-2.
That's how you hit your spot, though. Embry wanted it there, and he got it there. It's good pitching by the sophomore.
As much as the Parrish community faithful didn't like the first pitch, the Venice faithful didn't like that one. But it's a 1-2 count now. 1-2 misses high. And the count is now even.
Big spot here for Nate.
1-8-0 for Parrish Community, 0-3-1 for your Indians.
As Josh told me, enlightened me, that walk is actually charged in Winterhalter and not Yoakum.
The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, but same all. Yeah.
Dunn still battling uphill, but he moved a bit closer. So one away here for the second baseman, Tyler Kripe.
Now, I would think the middle infielders would play back here for the double play, but nope, they're still playing in.
And Keyless at third, Tallow at second, Heath off first.
They're still
Dunn into the edge of the grass along with Adrian.
trying to get that force out. Same thing with the middle
The
infielders.
entire infield at the edge of the grass, and they'll take a step out. Kripe 0 for 3 tonight, has struck out all 3 times.
Attaboy, Embry. That was a huge block right there.
First pitch low and outside. Looking in the first and swinging in the third and the fifth.
You know, the pitcher is the first person to know if the ball's gonna get away or not. So if he knows that the ball's gonna get away, he's gotta start running towards home.
The 1-0, that's laced into right field. Keyless comes home. Lucas comes up with a throw.
Nope.
As that one gets away from Embry, Dunn backs him up. Good backup by Nate Dunn. And the Bulls extend their lead to 2-0.
Come on, 28, wake up.
A 1-out single for Kripe.
Yeah, Trent.
Tallow advances to third, Heath up to second.
20, Will Rawls.
As third baseman Will Rawls steps in.
Now, I don't know what happened there, if there was miscommunication between Embry and Trent, but that ball has got to be cut off because there wasn't a play at home, so there's no reason to let the baseball get to home, and it was a cuttable baseball. So Trent has to cut that ball off as Faulkner's coming right back
He'll
out.
come out to his lefty.
And we're going to
With
get
a
ourselves
righty hitter at the plate and bases loaded still, you'll likely see a new pitcher.
another pitcher coming in.
And that's what you'll see. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball broadcast. This call to the bullpen sponsored once again by Next Level Property Care. A righty out of the pen for your Indians, number 7, Peter Leakakis. So the Bulls with one across the board here in the inning. And bases still loaded with one away.
Senior righty. His first appearance of his senior year.
First pitch is a fastball swung on and missed for strike 1.
I mean, this is a big situation for anyone that goes. What do we have? 4 pitchers this inning?
Winterhalter, Yoakum, Dunn,
Yep.
and now Leakakis.
All 4 pitchers.
It's a good pitch, just misses high for ball 1.
All 4 huge situations. This is very raise-ish. Very raise-ish. Before they took away the 3-batter minimum.
Tallow off third, Heath at second.
Here we go.
Kripe at first. That one's grounded to Dunn at
He's out.
third. He'll go to home for 1.
Tag him.
And he'll go back to
He's
third
out.
for 2. He's got him at third base. Heads up play by John Embry to cut down Heath. And just 1 across the board here in the top of the 7th for the Bulls. What a play, John Embry. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Indians. It's 9-1-2. Cox, Embry, and Pachota. We'll be right back here on the Venice Baseball Network.
Fielder number 14.
Last chance for the good guys. Bottom of the order here. Bottom of the 7th. Center fielder number 14, Carter Cox, will step in. Josh Grant and Jeffrey Fulcher here on the call. Indians trail 2-0. What an effort to end last inning by John Embry. We'll go through it here in just a second.
New pitcher on the bump. That's a tall lefty, not a little lefty. One of my favorite sayings, Josh, is it only starts with 1.
The first pitch is in there for strike 1.
Just need to get 1 guy on base, and that's how the ball starts rolling. Just get a guy on.
So bases loaded. Rawls grounds it to Dunn, who comes home for the force out of the plate. Embry with a fake throw and then throws it down to third to get Colin Heath for a double play to end that inning. And that could have won a job by Embry. That was in there for strike 2.
Now Cox has the bear down here. He's got to be a dog. Yeah, he's choked up. 2-strike approach here. He's got to put the baseball in play.
It's 1-2 now to Cox.
Attaboy, Cox.
Fastball's low and inside. Count goes to 2-2.
Cox has to battle here. Has to battle to get to the top of the order.
Roger giving a little love there. What a play.
Yeah, that was huge. That was absolutely huge by Embry there.
The 2-2 to Cox is in there for strike 3. A really good pitch that broke back over the outside part of the plate for out number 1.
He's young, he'll learn. That's just one of those, that's too close to take right there. Just too close to take.
There's Keegan Duquette, again the new pitcher for the Bulls.
Hey, buddy.
Do I want to go up there?
As Embry steps up, first pitch misses low and outside for ball 1.
Now we're at the top of the order, where the Indians want to be in this kind of situation. Down to your last 2 outs.
Bye, Poppy.
Let your boys, let your dogs get a chance here.
The 1-0 goes to 2-0 as Embry looks that one into the glove of Mason.
What's up, Josh?
And it's 2-0. My man Logan saying hi. All the kids saying hi. The 2-0 now is 3-0.
Josh is loved by all ages. The senior citizens of Venice to the young bucks of Venice. Everyone knows Josh.
It's 3-0 now to Embry, and that one's in there. The get me over is over for strike 1.
Best broadcaster in the 941.
Well, it might be one of the only ones, so we'll go with that. The 3-1 is
Attaboy,
inside. Embry
Embry.
walks.
It all,
One-on walk here
it just starts with 1.
for Jeremiah Pachoda. And that's what we needed right there. Jackson Dye, let's go. As Pachoda steps in, 0 for 2 tonight.
Jeremiah Pachoda.
Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 5th.
Now Embry's got to be careful here. He's got to realize his run essentially means nothing right now.
Duquette with the slider outside. Count goes to 1-0.
Yeah, the Bulls got no one cooking in the bullpen, so they're riding and dying with this lefty here they got.
The 1-0 outside again.
It's a great take there by Pachoda.
Very good take.
Very good take. Let the pitcher come to him. Do not help the lefty out. I'm not sure how tall this guy is, but
6'9".
are you for real?
Keegan Duquette, 6'9".
That is bigger than
Well, 100%.
Hunter Purcell. That is a big boy out there. Holy smokes. Oh, I've been calling this guy a lefty the whole time. He's a righty. What am I doing?
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
Apologize to the viewers out there. He's a righty pitching.
They saw it. They just didn't want to see it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Pachoda had the take sign there from Coach Falk. Doesn't have it here though.
The 2-1 fastball's right there for strike 2. A pretty good pitch to hit.
That looked very good to hit. 2-1 right down the middle. Here we go. 2-2. He's got to bear down now. He has to bear down.
The 2-2
Attaboy. Good
misses
eye.
off the plate.
Not by much.
The count goes to 3-2.
Not by much at all there, Josh. It all starts with
Trying to
1.
protect here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Embry with the lead. The 3-2. Ball 4 just misses. I'll take the walk, but that's too close to take.
Holy smokes. Way too
And
close.
it's first and second now
Way
for
too
Nick Dunn.
Number 6, Nicky Dunn.
That brings a little jolt to life to the Venice faithful here on this lovely
And now we're going to visit
Friday night.
from his coach.
Still no one warming up in that visitor bullpen.
And again, I'll take the walk, but solid contact. You can dump that into right field. And possibly put Embry on third, but either way, first and second, 1 out here, bottom half of the 7th, and we'll be right back on the Venice Baseball Network. First and second for Nick Dunn. One away here, bottom half of the 7th.
This may be, on a reach here, this may be his biggest at-bat of his varsity career so far.
As he'll pop the first pitch down the first baseline, out of play. And luckily that wind has died down a bit because the same kind of pop-up earlier in tonight's game came back onto the field. That was actually Embry to lead off the game. That one was well out of bounds, well out of play. The wind came back and pushed it. But either way, it's just a strike for Nick Dunn. Dunn 1 for 3 tonight.
Dunn just has to realize he doesn't have to be a hero here. He just has to hit the ball hard somewhere. Just put it in play. Nice contact.
Take that one high up and in. Even the count at 1-1.
He does not have to be a hero. Just keep the train going. Keep the ball rolling.
Pachota now the 10th base runner of the night for the Indians. 8 of them have been left on. Embry at second, Pachota at first. The 2-1 is grounded foul down the third base line into the student section. And it's 1-2 to Dunn.
You know, he struck out on a curveball last at bat, so
well outside the zone.
yes. So don't be. Nick's got to be thinking here. I struck out on a curveball last at bat in a situation kind of like this, so he's got to be thinking they may go back to that.
Pachota was on second. Carter Cox on third. Back in the 5th.
Huge situation here for the young Nick Dunn.
Also want to give a shout out to our cameraman, Jack Cady, sophomore Jack Cady, who's been killing it tonight. I wanted to mention that before.
Amen.
Before the end of this one. Good job out there, Jack.
Come on, Dunn. Come on, Dunn. Got to protect.
1-2 to Dunn. Fastball up and in. Evens the count at 2-2.
Make a pitch out there. Make a pitch.
Infielders are playing deep a little bit. Third base is probably 3 feet back from third.
Left field giving him respect, too. The 2-2 fastball.
Attaboy, Dunn.
Right
Go.
to center field. Embry comes around third. He's going to hold. Faulkner holds him at third.
No, that's a good
one-out single loads the bases for Trent Adrian.
That is a very good hold right there by Faulkner, because if he's going home and he gets thrown out, I mean, then you got a guy 2 outs, runner on first and second. You're back to where you began with.
Exactly. You're right back to where you started. Good hold at third. Because essentially, like you said, that run doesn't mean
anything right now. That's
nobody warming up down in the Parrish bullpen.
That's why Coach Faulkner is a Hall of Fame coach. He knows what he's doing out there. That was a very good hold, whether the Venice faithful liked it or not.
Trent Adrian now 0 for 2 tonight.
Trent's just got to breathe.
As he'll pop that first pitch curveball right up the chute. Third baseman's got to find it, and he does for out number 2.
You know, if I had to take a guess what happened there, it was he saw a hanging curveball and his eyes lit up, and he said, "Oh boy, I'm gonna jack this ball." He just got under it.
It's 2 away now for the right fielder Jackson Lucas.
That was a hanging curveball.
Base hit could tie this one up.
Now, if you're an Indian fan, this is arguably your best contact guy you got at the plate right now, though.
And they shifted the outfield towards left field with Lucas the lefty up. So a lot of room down the right field line.
Oh, go!
Together with the catcher, Embry comes around. John Embry scores. It's 2-1. A wild pitch by Duquette cuts the lead in half.
That was a great read by Embry on third. As soon as he saw that ball get away, he took off running. didn't hesitate, especially with this backstop. The ball bounces really hard off this backstop, so you really got to be going. You really got to be committed to home when you're running there. And Embry did just that.
1-0 count to Lucas.
Watch out, Lucas.
As that one hits him, Jackson Lucas heads to first. So bases are loaded once again. And Duquette not able to find his groove. As that'll bring up, we'll see what the call is here by Coach Faulkner. As it's Hunter Purcell will step in. 2 outs, bases are loaded.
I mean, I don't know if Parrish doesn't have any other pitchers, but they have no one warming up down there in the pen. They are literally riding and dying with this righty they got out there.
Pachona at third, Dunn at second, Lucas at first. And that first pitch is a big swing and a miss by Purcell.
Purcell just needs to take a deep breath.
He's moving the feet.
Yeah, he's stepping out a little bit when he swings. Come on, Purcell. Senior up, buddy. Senior up.
Base hit could end it. The 0-1 grounded to the third baseman. Purcell's got to leg it out. And he puts it away for out number 3. That'll do it here as the Parrish Community Bulls defeat your Venice Indians 2-1 in a nail-biter down the stretch. We'll be right here back to finish it off here on the Gemini Apparel postgame show. We'll be right back. Back here to close this one out, the story of the game, 11 men left on base for your Venice Indians as Parrish Community with a 2-1 win. Tough last couple innings for the good guys. If you look in the box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those guys in the last 3 innings left on base. And when you're struggling to get the offense going, you just can't leave guys out there.
Like you just said, that's the story of the game. You're never going to win a baseball game. I mean, very rarely we win a baseball game leaving 11 guys on the bag.
However, they had a shot at the end.
And they did.
They had the shot at the end. 1 run in the inning. John Embry scampered home on a wild pitch. But unfortunately, that was it for the good guys.
That just hurts. That's going to sting for your Indians here.
Well, but it's also that's going to be one of those character builders. As you look at now, you see 11 guys left on base. You can't do that now. The guys are going to be more aggressive on the base pass. May sit back. You got to see a couple of more pitches. If you look at between Adrian, Lucas, and Purcell, minus Lucas, who was hit by the pitch. Adrian and Purcell only saw 3 pitches.
Yeah, I mean,
guys, with runners in scoring position, you got to sit back and see a couple more pitches than that.
Yeah, maybe they'll have better at bats. Maybe they'll take. They got to have better 2-strike approaches. Got to swing out better pitches, and you can't miss the pitches that are right down the middle. I mean, it's just, but that's baseball, though.
It's early. The Indians fall to 1-1 on the season, and you'll look later on in the season. This is one of those losses that turn into victories as the season continues and players develop and guys get into their groove. So we'll be live 3 times next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Away at Riverview, that first pitch is at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, February 28th. March 1st, live from Cardinal Mooney. That's a 4 o'clock first pitch, should be there. And Thursday, March 2nd, at Tampa Jesuit at 7 o'clock. That's a doubleheader for me, and we will be live on the Venice Baseball Network. Any closing thoughts, Jeff, here on the Gemini Apparel postgame show?
I should be there with you for the Jesuit game, hopefully.
I mean, if you're invited.
If I'm invited.
You're always invited.
Thank
Jeffrey
you.
For
Thank you,
Jeffrey
Josh.
Fulcher and all of us here at the Venice Baseball Network, I'm Josh Grant. Thanks for joining us on a Friday night. We'll see you next week for 3 in a row on the road. Have a good night.